Welcome to the 8th part of my Hunnic Roman Empire campaign and the 25 years challenge. Once they were barbarians who brought the Romans to their knees, but now the Roman Empire has been rebuilt by them in a new way. Everyone is wondering what the future of the new Hunnic Roman Empire will look like. And so welcome to Crusader Kings 3, TheFallenEagle. Persia was defeated, and now 50 new provinces lay under Hunnic Roman control. New legions were stationed on the borders to protect the empire. Through the numerous conquests, the empire had achieved unprecedented prosperity, and the army was one of the largest in the world. In the following years, many tribes voluntarily joined the empire, and there were minor conflicts in Persia, which led to the empire's continued growth. In the new territories, the infrastructure was further developed over the next few years. The first parts of Egypt were also conquered and were intended to strengthen trade in the empire. The population gradually adopted the Roman way of life, but forming a new hybrid culture was also within the realms of possibility. In the meantime, despite some setbacks, Persia had built an empire that stretched from Finland to India, even possessed parts of Arabia. Thus, they were still a serious opponent for the Hunnic Roman Empire. Only a short time later, Emperor Crassus died. Emperor Crassus died, and Martinus ascended the throne. His first actions consisted of redecorating the throne room and conquering small duchies. He skillfully discouraged his political enemies from rebelling and kept the empire stable. He made also sure that the army was improved before finally attacking Anatolia. During the war, he also ordered the construction of statues in his provinces that would make him unforgettable. Now that the empire had achieved prosperity through Roman architecture and economy, Martinus decided to reintegrate the Eternal City into the empire, and so the war against Africa began. Italy could be occupied without any great problems, and so Rome, the Eternal City, was integrated in the empire. The Eternal City was a witness of the large power of the empire. In the following years, Martinus died and Crassus II took over the crown. This resulted in great civil wars, but Crassus was able to keep the empire stable and put down the rebels. While the Hunnic Roman Empire was now safe again, the Ck3 Empire had a terrible civil war, and that proud empire lost many northern territories. I was getting very confused by the fact that I was half Roman meanwhile, because I started as a Hun and now I'm Roman. What's happening here? I mean, I just played as the Huns, and yeah, I can't even describe it. It's like I played and 2 hours later it was the Hunnic Roman Empire. And I don't know. Crassus II now ruled the empire, and he was one of the most educated rulers the empire had ever seen. But okay, to be honest, that's not so difficult if you compare him to our first rulers. Moreover, he was doing unusually well for his age. Shortly afterwards, he decided to expand the empire's territory in Italy and conquered other parts of the country. But Crassus also had other new provinces in mind and prepared his armies. For a second. Oh my god, what? And I was wondering why I have so few troops. The AI just deleted everything. Well, when it comes to the AI, there was always a new surprise. Nevertheless, I won the war easily. And Crassus did what every emperor did when he wanted to immortalize himself. He built statues of himself in his new provinces. But the first universities were also built. After the empire was able to defeat
the African Empire again, it fulfilled all requirements to be able to assert itself as the new Eastern Roman Empire.
And of course, that's what we're doing. It's not working. It's not working.
But apparently, Faith had got other plans, and it remained impossible for me to take the title of the Eastern Roman Empire. And by the way, could it be that Latin is slightly overpowered? I mean, it's owning the whole map right now. It's literally owning the whole map. Dejected at not being able to revive the Eastern Roman Empire, Crassus launched further wars against Africa. This time, his goal was to conquer Carthage, the city the Romans had once fought so fiercely for. And after a few battles, he succeeded. Carthage was now under Hunnic Roman control. And just as I was about to create new legions to secure the territories I just conquered, I realized that the AI had also destroyed other things. Anyway, I will create some legions and then... Oh, I thought... Okay. No, what? Where are my legions? Varus or AI, give me back my legions. Holy fuck, the AI just... The AI... What? Over the next few years, the borders remained almost unchanged. And so I decided to let the AI run the empire for the last time and end the campaign the way the AI would leave it. Over the next few years, the AI expanded the empire in the north and in the south, without losing a single province. And so, this campaign ends. It was definitely one of the most chaotic campaigns I've ever played, where my whole empire could just disappear in a second. And I could do nothing about it. I'm glad that I can now play normal again, without having to leave every 25 years. And so, yeah, see you in the next project. Lul.